Hi friends, Mia with saddlensmoke here. Today's video is from my fellow candle makers. If you guys are thinking about launching your candle brand anytime soon, this video is gonna help you secure first sales on your very first launch day. Well, at least that's how my brain thinks, my delusional mind. A little backstory: I am launching my own candle brand in less than 8 weeks from now, and I've been doing a lot of things to prepare myself for a successful start. So let's get started. So in this video we are talking about two things: marketing and product market fit. Literally, you don't have to worry about anything else. I'm not telling you how to make your candles, how to make your product stand out. You should figure this out on your own, and you should do your own research. If you are interested, we can make a separate video about creating a winning product, but for this video it's all about securing sales on your first week, day, month of launch. So let's start with marketing. If you are launching from your home, so it's going to be an online store, you're going to start your Shopify website or Etsy, whatever it is, this video is for you. I'm not talking about people who have a physical location, because I personally do not, and I can't give you any advice on that as far as my experience. So if you're launching online, you have a superpower called social media. Guys, I can talk enough about social media. In all honesty, this is going to be my main channel to drive sales, and I'm gonna tell you why. So when you have social media, you do not have to pay to be there. Think about back in time when people could only market their business on TV, and TV ads were inaccessible to everybody. They were really unreachable, and you had to make and pay a lot of money to advertise on TV. Nowadays, people don't even watch TV. As a Gen Z, I don't know when was the last time I watched TV. I only watch Netflix and whatever else. So social media, on the other hand, does not require you to pay to post videos, and everybody is on social media right now. So when you post about your candle launch brand on social media, you are getting a free exposure to your potential ideal customer. And when you are launching your candle brand, it's not enough to just post one picture of all of your candles saying we are launching in 1 week, super excited for all of you guys to support us. And then in your launch week you post another thing and you're like, we are launching, and then you're going to end up like that sad, just create an image in your head, like this sad beautiful lady who just was working so hard on creating her, let's just say, a restaurant. She perfected her dishes. She made the restaurant look so beautiful. She even got little balloons to put outside and a little write, "We are open." But nobody shows up. Maybe just a couple family members. And she's sitting there whole day, her opening day. The balloons are there. The big ass writing, "We are open" is there, but nobody's coming. And the reason is because she did not market her launch. So step 1, start social media. Step 2, don't start all of them. This is the mistake that I made before. I was thinking that, well, I need to be on all the possible platforms. I need to be on Pinterest, I need to be on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, all of these things. No, don't do it. Especially if you're not even experienced in handling social media marketing, just don't do it. Choose 1 or 2 social medias. I would suggest 2 that you feel comfortable with. For example, if you have been using Facebook your whole life, choose Facebook. If you have been an Instagram girl, choose Instagram. I chose Instagram, YouTube, and I'm working on Pinterest and TikTok. I'm not trying to do this right now because, trust me, if you actually take it seriously, and if you actually want to make it a profitable business, not just like a side hustle that will, I don't know, bring you a couple of hundreds per week, you have to take it serious. And when you do, and when you will, you will have a lot of things to focus on. The closer I am getting to my launch day, the more things are gathering up on my plate. But I can't complain, because that saying, You can complain from having too much on your plate if your goal was to eat. So I'm not complaining, but I'm just warning you, especially as a person who wants to have everything done perfectly. Do not overwhelm yourself with things that you are not good in. Just start with basics. Start with things that you feel comfortable with. So you choose 2 social media, and you can even use ChatGPT. Just literally ask ChatGPT, what are some cool ideas to post about my candle brand launch? And then you can give some details about your brand. For example, for me, it would be my candles are inspired by the bond between human and horse, and my target audience would be equestrian ladies, equestrian cowboys who love luxurious items in their house, who enjoy the smell of the barn, the smell of the hay, the horse shit. I wish there was actually a candle that smelled like horse shit, because I love that shit. And that's my target audience. So you write this, and ChatGPT will give you ideas. And then from there, you can work on it. You can choose which ideas you like, which you don't like. You can choose what to post, what not to post. The quality of your content. So don't just blindly copy and paste whatever ChatGPT gives you, because trust me, it's obvious that something is written by TextGPT. So if you can rephrase it a little bit to sound more like yourself, do that. Pictures, videos, quality. I don't expect you to be a professional photographer. I am not a professional photographer, but you can learn the basics by going on Pinterest, seeing how other people are doing it, creating an inspirational board, and trying to not copycat it, but just duplicate it. The same angle for your candle, the same lighting, the same, I don't know, I'm not going to say the same decoration because it depends, but if you are actually launching a candle brand, it's good to not just take a picture of a candle, but take a picture of the candle and put the objects that are giving the customer hints about the scent. So for example, I have the most popular candle, Midnight Cowboy, and it has hints of whiskey, dried orange, leather, musky, kind of vanilla, amber, patchouli, woods. You get the idea. So what I did is I did a photo shoot for this candle. I chose black leather pants as a background. Black leather immediately gives you the idea that this fragrance is more like heavy, masculine, dark. You're not gonna look at a candle with a black label on the background with black leather and think that this smells like daisies and lavender. There's just no way. Unless you put there daisies and lavender, then people will think it's daisies, lavender, and leather, which is really cool actually. But you get the idea. Give people an image to enjoy, not just blank white background. Even though a lot of brands do just blank white background and they still succeed, but then you have to choose something else that will be your powerhouse to tell your brand's story. Next thing, so let's just assume that you have 2 social medias that you feel comfortable with posting, handling it, have to reply to people. Next thing you're gonna do is you want to give yourself a goal to engage for at least 10-15 minutes a day. Now, what does it mean to engage? It basically means that you have to search for profiles that either are your ideal customers or profiles that probably have your ideal customers there. So for my case, for example, it would be looking for girls who are posting about their cowgirl career online, looking for equestrian western stores that are selling, for example, equestrian western furniture. This is where your client is. For me, for you, for example, I don't know, let's just say you are launching a candle brand and your brand is about candles that smell like cars. Let's just say that candles that smell like cars. Just totally idea out of my mind. So you cannot go to the equestrian communities, try to find people who would enjoy candles that smell like cars. That doesn't make sense. That also doesn't make sense for you to go to some common communities like candle lovers and try to find people who would love candles that smell like cars. The percentage of you finding the customer is higher, but you have to be exact. You have to be precise. Be precise. So if I were to launch a candle brand that has candles that are inspired by cars, they smell like, I don't know, gasoline, oil, tires, whatever, I'm gonna go exactly to, first of all, luxury dealerships, because you're not gonna sell your candles for cheap. I'm gonna go to car enthusiast communities on Instagram, on Facebook, wherever else you find them, and I'm gonna engage there. Now, when I say engage, I don't mean just post about your business and be like, hey guys, we're launching soon, I'm sure you'll be interested, go check it out, because sometimes it is marked as self-promotion and the administrators of those communities may not allow it. But engaging means writing meaningful comments on these profiles, on these communities. So for example, if there is a guy who is sharing about his, I don't know, muscle car, old school, old style, you can genuinely write something like, oh my god, this is the sexiest car I've ever seen. First of all, you have to be honest. Second of all, if you are honest, people see this, lights them up. They feel happy that somebody else sees what they see too, and they will check your profile, and maybe they'll be interested and maybe they will not, but you're still getting an exposure. So try to get into a habit for at least 10-15 minutes a day to just do this. Engage with communities, profiles that might be your ideal customer. Next, social media marketing. The last thing we are going to talk about here is influencer collaborations. So I'm doing this for the first time. Before, when I failed, I did not do this, but now I'm doing this, and actually I'm heavily investing in influencer collaborations. I'm doing gifted collabs, so basically I'm just sending people candles as a gift, and I do not expect them to post anything. I didn't send them 20 pages how things should be posted, when they should be posted, what I want, a reel, post, stories, whatever. I just said that if you genuinely enjoy our candles, it will truly mean so much to me if you post it before or on our launch day, because it's gonna really help us grow. And all, I'm not gonna say all, but 80% of the people, the influencers that I reached out to, were so genuinely nice, and they were like, oh my god, I would love to collaborate with you here, I would love to support your business. And I'm like, wow, I feel like the universe got my back, and people are just so nice. So do this. Find, let's just say the same example. I was looking for influencers who are living the lifestyle that my brand is promoting. So I'm not gonna exactly look for a person who rides horses, but then they also just buy their candles at Walmart. And they may be amazing writers or a great people. There is no connection here, but the thing is, people who buy candles from Walmart are not your target audience, because they want to buy expensive candles. We figured this out. Next thing is, you see, I didn't plan this video. I like to just talk my mind out, and sometimes it gives me all pause. Well, I think we basically covered everything for social media. So post consistently. You don't have to do it every day, especially if you have a 9-to-5 job. Girl, I understand you. I have a 9-to-5 job, and it sometimes feels so overwhelming to have so many things at your plate. And when you feel this pressure that, oh my god, I haven't posted anything today, you may either post something that is not something that you would personally feel like is good, or you may not post, and then you will guilt trip yourself that, oh my god, I didn't post. But the truth is, you have to be really gentle with yourself, because what are you doing most likely is managing your full-time job, having life. I don't know if you have family, kids to take care of. I don't. For me, it's a little bit easier, but still, launching a brand by yourself, that's a lot. If you are already doing this, you are strong and powerful, and you have to give yourself some grace and space, and do not rush yourself. That's my advice. So we covered the social media. You are posting, you are engaging, you are reaching out to influencers for gifted collaborations. If you do these three things, you are basically all set. You will get, I promise, you'll get at least one sale. You're definitely gonna get more than one sale, but I'm just telling you, a random person you never met personally will buy a candle from you if you do these things before your launch day. Give yourself at least a month. I'm giving a little bit more, but I'm not posting frequently. So even if it's 2 months for me, I'm not posting often, so I'm growing slower, but it's still fine with me. Next thing, marketing outside of social media. So let's just talk about emails. If you are using MailChimp or Shopify, I think Shopify has a little break. Yes, right. On the side note, I just started jiu-jitsu and my body hurts, but I am really excited. So random note, let's keep going. Email campaigns. Do yourself a favor and create an email list that you can put as a front page before you launch on your website. I personally am not seeing success with my email list, but I know it's because I'm not probably doing it properly. Right now I just have my link to the website for a sign up in my Instagram bio. I think it's not enough. You should give people some motivation. For example, for the early sign-ups, you will give them something, either a discount. Usually people do 10% discount, or I don't know, like a free small candle or something to give them initiative to actually sign up for your email newsletter. I've been working in a lead generation company for a very long time, and I'm just gonna tell you that email marketing is a very strong tool. I am not really using it right now for Saddle and Smoke. I still have a couple of weeks, so I'm gonna work on that. I'll probably make a separate video about email marketing, but you should definitely consider it, and you should read a couple of articles out there on the web about how to properly do it. My only advice is, when you create emails, make them short. People don't read a lot. People don't have time, attention, whatever it is, to read a lot. So make it short, and don't make it sound like you're a salesperson. Just today we are, what the hell? Be human. You are human. Sound like a human. Write an email saying, hey guys, today is a big day for us. I'm so excited to share it with you. Talk to your customers on your emails as you would talk to your friend. I'm not saying to swear, but just be yourself, because you are your business. People want your product, want your candles, particularly because it's you who create them. It's your personality. Social media done, email marketing done. Next thing, reaching out to stores. So let's say you are launching your candle brand about candles that smell like cars, right? Would you reach out to a woman fashion boutique to ask them if they want to sell your candles at their store? The answer is probably no. Why? Because car enthusiasts are very likely to go to feminine boutiques, not your target place. Where would you reach out? You can reach out to, honestly, I don't know where car guys usually going to. I'm sure there are plenty of more masculine boutiques where you can go and pitch. You can offer a wholesale price. Usually it's 50-50. So let's say your candle price is $30. You are going to charge 50 to a wholesale order to a boutique or a store. They're gonna sell it at 30, so you're making 15, they are making 15. It's less profitable than just selling it to customers one by one, but it's still profitable if you are doing your math, your calculations right, and you are not downplaying yourself. You will still profit from it, and it gives you an exposure to people who actually can physically touch, smell, and work with your product, work with your candles. I personally, further on my journey, I will definitely try to even pay to the stores to sell my candles. Sure, I'm gonna do a 50-50 split with them, but I'll also offer them a little bit of something to just have my candles on display there, because it's like marketing. It gives you an exposure to people who can actually fall in love with your product face to face. They don't have to buy it online for the first time. They can buy it in a real interaction. We did go social media, email marketing, wholesale, connecting with boutiques and stores. The last thing I'm gonna give you is reach out to magazines. So if you are launching soon, you can write a press release I don't know how to write a press release. I'm going to write my first one. I'm probably going to ask my advisor, aka ChatGPT, to give me some advice on how to write press release to the publishers, so different magazines will be able to write about your brand launch in their newsletter, in their newspaper. It's kind of old school, but it's still really good and valuable. And as a young brand who has no proof of concept, proof of success, when you put something like featured in Vogue, for example, do you understand how much credibility it gives you at the beginning? You're not just no name anymore. You are something so new and so interesting that this magazine decided to actually write about you. I think it's really powerful and it can help you a lot. So reach out to the publishers. You can reach out individually to everyone and say, hey, I noticed that you are like an editor at this magazine. We are launching our brand soon. Can you point me to the right person, or can you help us? Or just write about press release, whatever. We are done with marketing. Oh my god, this video is really long. It's probably the longest that I ever did, but it's informative, so I hope it's helping someone somewhere right now. Next thing, we are going to talk about product market fit. So we did touch base on this question on our talk about marketing. Everything that I said was including product market fit idea in our mind. So product market fit is basically being in the right place at the right time with the right people. There is this story about a guy who was told to sell this really beautiful leather handmade jacket in the poorest city area of the city. And he was trying so hard. He was a really good salesperson. He had a really good product. And he didn't sell that leather jacket in 3 years. He was trying so hard, but nobody was willing to buy it for the price it was worth. So the lesson here is, sometimes you don't suck as a salesperson. Sometimes your product also does not suck as a product. Sometimes you're just being in the wrong place, trying to sell it to the wrong audience. I personally think that luxury cars are really beautiful, and if someone was trying to sell me one right now, as much as I would love it, I can't afford it. Now think about it this way. If the car dealer guy would be like, oh, she doesn't want to buy it, maybe I should just sell it for a lower price so she will still be able to buy it. Do you see any in a luxury store doing this? When a person cannot afford something, they have to live with it. Go to the place where they can buy things they can afford. But honestly, I feel like this thing does not happen in the real life with any kind of business but small businesses. People continuously try to, I wouldn't say harass, but try to downplay small businesses by saying, oh, it's too expensive, can you sell it for lower? Would you go to a restaurant, like a Michelin star restaurant, and tell them that their poke, I'd stop looking, is too expensive and they should lower their prices? Would you go to a bigger store and do that? No, you won't. There is some common sense, right? So the advice I'm trying to give you here is, first of all, do not get discouraged, do not get upset if you can sell your product, your candles, at this market, at this fair, at the store, because sometimes it's not you, it's the place. Switch the place, baby. And here's another advice, is how to actually figure out what your place is. So we actually will make another video because that's an important thing to talk about. What is your brand? Why are you making candles? What kind of candles are you making? Are you just making another cinnamon spice, pumpkin spice, strawberries, vanilla, lavender candle? Or are you making a statement with your brand? Are you just making another candle brand that is made of bad paraffin bags with, I don't know, low quality fragrance oils and basic jars with basic labels? Are you creating something special? Who are you creating this for? If you tell me that you are creating candles for people who love candles, I'm gonna punch you in the face. Because if you want to succeed as a small business owner who wants to grow big, you cannot position yourself like that. You have to have some kind of an idea, who are you targeting. So with the car inspired candles, car guys, with my equestrian candles, horse girls, let's just bring some more ideas so you can get an idea of how it works. Let's just say candles that have incompatible scents, something like leather and banana. Not everybody would think about banana being a great complementary scent to leather, but there are people who like unusual things, who like unique perspective. Those are going to be your customers. They will love it. They are weirdly attracted to weird, unusual things, and this is your target audience. Now you have to figure out the design. If you're making those weirdly fragranced or unusual, let's just say unusual scent combinations, are you going to make the labels, the jar, basic, or are you going to match the idea with the fragrances? So if it's an unusual fragrance, then it's going to be unusual color palette, unusual font choice, unusual placement of the, I don't know, candle information on the candle. So these are all the things that you have to consider if you want to succeed. I believe that even if you do not follow all of these things, as far as you are staying consistent and you are putting a little bits of effort every day or every 2 days, you will do just great. You don't have to have everything figured out at the beginning. Don't make my mistake, because I wasted a couple of years of my life thinking that I need to have a crystal clear idea in my mind before bringing something into this world, and this couldn't be further from the truth. You just have to start wherever you are, whatever messy it is, just do it and you'll be just fine. Please do let me know what kind of videos you would like to watch more of. What kind of topics should we talk about? I'm so happy to share my knowledge with you guys, because I feel like the only way to succeed in this world is to be useful. So I'm trying here, and I'm going to do some live updates in probably my next video, because today it was more like an informative, motivational pep talk. But honestly, life is fucking busy right now. I feel like when I was just starting, there was this small snowflake that slowly turned into a small snowball, and now it's going down the hill and it gets faster and it gets bigger. I'm just having so many different things that I'm working on, and closer the launch date is, the more nervous I may get. I'm still calm. I'm just so certain of my success that I don't have to overthink it, and I wish you the same. But it was really nice talking to you guys. I will see you soon. Thank you for watching.